I don't want to get married.
Okay, so then
but then aren't you just going around damaging women then?
Yeah.
Wait, so hold on.
Just going around making more you're making more hoes.
He can still have a long-term relationship.
I could have.
No, but
you're contributing to body count.
You're contributing to whoredom.
Right.
And destruction.
Hold on.
He's one of the cake stickers.
Yeah, you're the finger dipper, and they're like, oh, you're such a 304. You should have let me dip my finger. And it's like, but you promised a long life with me and sold a dream.
Then you don't have room to judge. You don't have room to judge the women. No, you don't have room to judge the cakes that have had their fingers stick in them if you're doing the sticking.
Actually, that's not true.
Find a new cake, a new bakery.
Guys, one fucking thing at a time.
Different bakery every week.
I can only respond to one person at a time.
Traditionally, men, when they slept with women, they were defiling their status, and fathers would hunt men down and beat the living daylights out of them or shoot them sometimes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, historically, if you slept with their daughter and they lost status or something because
oh my god,
she didn't have a word.
No, they would challenge them.
2024.
They would have
That's not the point.
No, it is the point. No, what they would have to do is they would have to pay restitution. Maybe,
but still, the fact is you are causing damage, and it's a disrespect to a family.
You're also causing damage to the male, and male virginity being intact was also something which was considered to be, inside of society, something which needed to be held intact.
It damages everyone. That's the point. It's a disrespect to everyone, including yourself. And if you're going to go around continually just sleeping with people without marriage, and then saying, "Oh, well, women have to stop being 304s," you're contributing to the problem. You're literally the problem.
Did you not hear anything I just said?
But you said you wanted long term, but not marriage. And if it doesn't work out, then
yeah. But do you acknowledge there's a difference between these guys who will fuck like multiple new women a week and never talk to them again versus a guy who's actually genuinely interested in pursuing long-term.
But you're
sleeping with someone before marriage.
You're wasting their time if you have no intent to marry them.
If you're being upfront, if you're being upfront with them.
Yes,
exactly. So then
I'm literally saying it on a podcast.
Yeah,
I mean, like you're being. I never said you're being dishonest.
The overarching
I'm saying you're causing harm.
Yeah, the overarching point you're making is fine. I agree. Like, I literally agree with you. I've agreed with most of what you say.
Andrew disagrees
when it comes to this. But here's the thing. I don't really, in this sense, I don't understand why you're negating the responsibility of women whose sexual virtue is really important for biblically.
Right. I didn't negate her responsibility. I didn't say that she was inept mentally and she can't
I'm actually speaking more like from man to man, brother to brother.
I'm
men disrespecting other men.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking specifically.
What's up, Nick? Everything okay, Nick? Oh, okay. I thought I heard something.
So are you thinking it's a more compelling argument because men respect other men? So if they think they're causing harm to other men, then it might make them.
Well, they are causing harm to other men. They are because.
Wait, okay, hold on.
You wouldn't want someone doing that to your daughter or your sister or your mother
or my son.
A man coming along saying, "I want to have a long-term relationship with you. I'm not going to marry you, but I do expect you to sleep with me and do all the roles of a wife."
Well, what type of woman would
allow all the roles of a wife? A father would not want that for his daughter.
That's removing autonomy from the woman. That's the only problem with the argument.
You can do my laundry.
So why would you expect that full commitment from a woman without giving that full commitment with her?
Why is she giving it?
It's her choice at the end
That's
of
the argument back. Why is she giving it?
Well,
if she doesn't want that,
why is she giving the commitment?
No, it's not the argument of who's giving it or who's receiving.
No, it is. It's the argument
is why are you doing it?
No,
why do you want to participate in that when you're
why does she?
You're complaining about that being a part of the problem. Why are you participating in the problem?
Why is she?
You are complaining about the problem.
See, I think the problem is you can't have your cake and eat it too.
I'm not conceding.
Right.
I'm not saying that it's
so
wrong.
She doesn't,
it's not wrong.
Right.
I'm saying it's wrong on both ends, but he's saying that it's okay. Why is it okay to contribute to all of this and say it's a problem, but then continue to contribute to the problem? If you're going to have sex with women before marriage,
so I answer the question. So if chastity is important to a woman, great.
It's important to men.
So again, he should react and make his morals based on a woman.
Let me make the argument before you cut me off in 5 seconds. Relax. I'm just so here's the.
I'm sorry.
So here's the.
Je m'excuse.
So here's the argument back. Right, you're right that men and women should keep their chastity intact 100%. They both have a responsibility to do that, women even more so than men because of how valuable it is. And they are the gatekeepers of sex. We know this because based on ancestry, we can see that men have twice as many female ancestors as they do male ancestors. Okay?
You're a man in the relationship is
so hang on, let me finish.
Okay.
Almost done. So because of this, we know that women gatekeep sex. That's as it should be. And yes, it is absolutely biblical. And yes, there's nothing wrong with that. And men also are supposed to maintain their chastity. My only contention with your entire argument here is that if a fucking D-gen, Brian, and another no, I'm kidding, I'm joking, bro, relax, calm down. But anyway, and a D-gen woman, just a little bit, right? They're both hooking up together. I don't see where you can delineate and say that that's purely the responsibility of the man. It clearly isn't. And the same thing, but that's her argument, right?
Okay, it's not my argument.
So I didn't say it was only the responsibility of a man. Don't put that in my mouth. That word is in my mouth.
But who's leaving the finger on the cake? This implies that the cake itself was perfect until this finger hit it.
Well, you said a
virgin. But the cake has no autonomy, right? The cake can't choose if you stick your finger in it.
I said.
Okay,
I said,
hold on. This was my analogy, so I want to address this because you're actually saying that I said something in it. What I'm saying here is the reason I gave the analogy was to pose the question of if you think it's okay as a man to be disrespecting other men by essentially tampering with, causing damage to such a devaluation
my penis is
to
not
another man's future
so
life.
The answer is no damage. The answer is no
damage is occurring.
And the answer to the other side is it's also not okay for her.
I've never
to be doing the same behavior.
Okay, so you don't. So men don't think that they have to respect other men.
No,
I do want to add something real quick.
I literally just said, I agree with you. They should respect the man. They shouldn't be pulling the ladder up behind them, right? What I'm saying to you, though, is it's as much, in this case, the, I guess, inanimate object of cake, which is like a dunderhead woman, also would have the same responsibility and is also cheapening sex and cheapening chastity, which is way more valuable to women than it even is to men for all other women. They're kind of fucking the whole sisterhood. You know what I mean? The whole sisterhood, which could keep the chastity together. So that's my problem with the analogy.
I hold women accountable for that.
As men because women allow them.
I did have a question for you. Are you a virgin?
It does make sense.
I told you that I was.
She was married.
Married before, even though it was like not.
Oh, I see.
To address what you're saying, because I agree with you on that.
Keisha, will you marry me?
Stop it right now! What the heck? Traditional men approach fathers first. So in courtship. Yeah.
Is he watching the show right now?
Stop it.
What's his name?
That's crazy.
Yo, check this out. I don't know. I'm gonna make up a name for your dad.
No, his name is Dale Richardson. Don't disrespect him.
Don't call him like some random name. I was trying to respect him by not,
No, that's okay.
Saying his name. Just
No, but he's all over my.
Dale Richardson. Dr. Can I call him Dr? Yo, what's up, Dr? I wish to.
Well, good job, Dale. She's got good values.
I wish to make a proposal. Okay, sorry, this is cringe as fuck. My bad.
I do want to add something real quick. So about the cakes and everything. So, oh my God.
She convinced me. Keisha convinced me. I had to propose.
This is a really degenerate bakery we're in right now.
It really is.
Well, let's say the chef of the bakery is like the dad, and the chef should be also watching over and saying,
"What if the dad
get away from my daughter?"
So I did get aborted, and I was never baked.
That's not even.
Okay, I'm going to add something. Please.
I mean, the chef tastes. Sometimes the chef will sample. I'm just saying. Sometimes the chef, he wants to make sure the food came out right. He sometimes samples.
Disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting.
That's absolutely disgusting. No. That's not even funny.
I want to hear what she had to say.
I thought that was a bit. Okay.
I mean. The P word? No, that's not.
Incest?
Yeah, no, that's not funny.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
My bad.
Okay.
Yeah. My bad.
So, my husband and I one time we were talking about this really
Obviously
cool
joking.
study, and I don't know the.
I'm joking.
Or West Virginia.
I don't know the exact source of it off the top of my head, but it was talking about how the more people that someone sleeps with, particularly particularly in this situation, women, the less emotional capacity she has to get attached and everything. And so I think, like you were saying, with the cakes and whatnot, eventually, if enough men dip their finger in the cake, there might not be any cake left. And it's not that necessarily there's like no value, she's horrible, whatever it is, but it's just it's a mental and emotional depletion over time, and that takes away from the quality of relationship with a man or whoever. So
the cake just stops tasting good when too many fingers get in it.
There's nothing left.
Cake can make you sick.
But that's not even.
You might get E. coli.
Disagree with what she's saying about the cake.
I mean, like, please tell me.
You might get super gonorrhea from the cake.
No, you're right.
I would love to know your guys' thoughts on that.
No one is
sign me up.
No one is saying that I agree with you, Faith. I don't think anyone's disagreeing with what you're saying.
I drink it up.
I'm sorry, I never play that. I had to play it because food.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I do want to move things along because we're getting stuck here for too long. Really quick. Okay, so your position
This is the real cake game.
This is so you said you wanted to criminalize it, correct? Premarital sex.
I said, yeah, I think that
it should be a misdemeanor.
if you weigh the pros and the cons, which I really have a hard time finding a single con, which maybe you guys could see if you think of a con, but the pros of what it could do for society would be it would drastically cut down on STDs, and especially super STDs.
Yep.
It would decrease unwanted pregnancies. It would essentially do away with this hookup date culture where they treat sex like a handshake. It would and by decreasing unwanted pregnancies, you would be able to have a stronger nuclear family unit. And by essentially encouraging that more men and women are virgins going into a marriage, statistically, they're going to have a better outcome for essentially staying together and not getting divorced, which is going to affect the children in a better way, right? Because we know divorce damages children. So I mean, that's just a couple so far.
Okay, lots
pros.
of good.
Sounds like Sharia law, right? Isn't that what you're?
No, it's actually holding men and women accountable that want to act irresponsibly with reproduction.
By punishing their choices.
Would both men and women be held, like both of them held criminally liable?
Right, both men and women.
Or would it fall
both
more
men
so
and women?
men?
It's not only men. It would be both men and women.
Is it a fine?
I'm actually
I'm thinking like a fine.
Would it be cheaper than taking a woman on a date?
I am against.
No, I'm thinking it would
be like, I'll just pay the $300. Fuck it.
Dang.
Well, a fine and maybe a misdemeanor, and
felony? Should it be felony?
No, I didn't say felony.
Death penalty. What about repeat?
I mean, you could go to jail for a misdemeanor.
Repeat.
Right, repeat offender, maybe.
Death penalty.
If a guy's like going around and he's got 7 baby mamas all on child support, don't you think the guy should probably be going to jail for some of that?
Wait,
I mean, he's causing
death
damage.
Penalty?
Well, hold on. He's causing injury to the public because now the American taxpayers are having to pay.
She caused all the damage too, though.
No, not necessarily. If this guy's going around impregnating
deportation,
all these women,
should we deport people?
We're going to have more welfare queens,
Should we deport people for premarital sex?
Deport people.
No, I'm not saying anyone should be deported.
Couldn't that just be achieved through like stigma or returning to stigma rather than criminalizing?
Yeah, way better strategy.
I mean,
Sign
good
me
luck.
Up. Get me a criminal
isn't
defense
that how
attorney.
it used
We're
to be?
good.
Yeah,
what do you mean? Well,
there used to be a much
it was
more.
not crime. It was not a crime in the 40s to have sex. It was just highly stigmatized, and that kept society together through shame, which works well.
All right, that was an interesting.
Well, here's my thing. Can you think of any cons?
It's unconstitutional. Criminalizing anything never works.
Can these women?
So wait, you're not criminalizing children. How are you?
When do
all
most
these
people have sex
304s
now?
going to jail?
Oh no, that's
bro.
not criminalizing
these strumpets
children. No, it's
in
not.
Jail,
It's actually
dude.
preventing
the women's
unwanted
prisons are going to be
pregnancies,
overrun.
and it's encouraging children to be born in wedlock.
All right, we're not going to. Here, this was.
No, actually, I really want to know what are the cons. Can you
It's
actually?
Unconstitutional.